Metropolitan Gregory, very Reverend and Reverend Fathers, Punnies, Juniors, and Senior ACRY members and guests, Christ has risen.
He is risen.
On behalf of the National Junior ACRY, welcome to the 72nd Metropolitan Ulysses Memorial Bowling Tournament. We would like to thank the hospitality and hard work of St. John's Orthodox Church at Camp Nazareth to bring us back together, and for some of us, a chance to see each other after a very, very long time. For my family, coming out to Western Pennsylvania is always a homecoming of sorts. St. John's Church is my grandparents' and father's home parish, and it holds so many memories from my family. I think for many of us, that is how we look at the ACRY events, a homecoming. Even if we have never been to that parish, we know where we will see special people who care about the graduations, the birthdays, and just happy to spend time together catching up. Where else do you see so many friends from so many different places besides an ACRY event? The National Junior ACRY wants all the children of every parish to have this feeling, to know that when you go to camp or an encounter or a Lenten retreat, you will feel like this is home because our ACRY friends will always be there for us. The Junior ACRY is struggling, as so many have left over the last few years. It is our hope that over the next year, the Junior Board, with the help of our spiritual advisor, Father Dirko, will work to come up with new and exciting ideas to incorporate the Junior ACRY into the parish life, and more families and children will get to experience this happiness that we have felt for so long. I hope everyone has an amazing summer at camp, and we will see all of you at both the 77th National Convention in Rockaway, New Jersey over Labor Day weekend, and of course at the 2023 bowling tournament at my home parish, Phoenixville. Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to thank Father Stephen for the kind introduction and anecdote. It's been a pleasure. We have a small group that we take to church, and it's been nice having that sense of community and bringing that to them as well. To begin, Metropolitan Gregory, Pawnees, very Reverend Fathers, members of the ACRY, members of St. John's, and guests, Christ is risen.
He is risen.
I want to start by thanking all of our gracious hosts, Father David and Pawnee, as well as the members of St. John's. So if we could get a round of applause for our host. Of course, we also had Father Stephen, Pawnee Daria, and Camp Nazareth to thank as an additional host, and it really, between the two, we were able to have a very fun and blessed weekend. So again, another round of applause. It was always going to be a tall task, with this being the first bowling tournament in quite some time, but really they've put on quite a flawless weekend, and hopefully I can speak for all of you in saying that we were able to enjoy our time with one another to the fullest, and really come back stronger than we have before. So, very grateful. To follow up on that, I hope to see you all at the convention in Rockaway this fall. Please, hopefully you saw the wonderful flyer that was present, and you should, I've been told, see information about registering for the event in the coming week or two. So keep that on your radar, and we would love to see you all at the convention in Rockaway. I know they have quite a beautiful weekend planned. So again, keep on the lookout for that. We have, riding again on the coattails of this, we do have a bowling tournament in Phoenixville planned, but after that, we're currently looking for people to host future convention and bowling tournament events. And I wanted to get this out there because it's never too early to start planning. That being said, thanks to our events coordinator, John Balanin, it's a very easy, well, relatively easy and doable task. As you can see, we had 2 gracious hosts that don't even have an active ACRY chapter, but between their members and with the guidance of their priests and priest families, we're able to put on an incredible event. So please do not shy away in the future in taking in this task. Again, we have a fantastic events coordinator that can help you, so we are looking for people to host those events in the near future. I'm proud to announce that thanks to the generosity of all of you here and all of those across the diocese and ACRY, that the stewardship campaign, which you had heard so much about this past winter, was able to raise $8,785 to benefit Camp Nazareth, as well as the scholarships and the works of the ACRY. So a round of applause to all of you for your graciousness. And I will say that this campaign, now running for a few years, has been very successful thanks in part to all of you and your generosity, but this also could not have been accomplished without the hard work and the diligence of the board members of the ACRY. And so I know I'm standing here before you today, but I would like to take a minute to thank all of them, all of you seated here and at the head table. So if we could please get a round of applause for all of those who serve on the board and their fantastic work. I also want to say again, thanks to your generosity through the stewardship campaign, I'm pleased to announce that the scholarship applications for our young adults are currently open. And so I encourage all of you at any level, whether you be in trade school, whether you be in undergraduate, graduate degrees, to please take a look at those scholarships and apply. We're looking for, your beautiful essays and the opportunity to be able to give back and utilize these, again, this generosity that's been provided to us. So looking at all of the young adults in this room, please apply and please tell your friends as well. So hopefully you've seen that that is available to you all. I want to end by introducing a new effort on behalf of the National ACRY in a way that we can cohesively, as our local ACRY chapters, as well as throughout the diocese, start to contribute and make a difference in our communities. I know that back home at your parishes, each and every one of you no doubt participates in efforts directly aiding your community. But again, we would like to make a unified call to all of you for participation in something that we would like to call the ACRY Summer of Meals. The goal of this program is for a concerted effort within our local communities to provide in numerous ways assistance to those who are experiencing food insecurity and those who rely on us and our generosity to provide that additional help in their time of need. There will be information forthcoming, but I know that many of you will have great ideas and share those with your local communities. But we're really looking for, again, this concerted effort for chapters and parishes to host a meal, host a food giveaway, a food drive, or even just as simply as taking donations that can be allocated to these different community and nationally based efforts to address food insecurity. And so please keep an eye out in the next few weeks as this information is sent out. And you all are lucky enough to get a sneak peek or an early announcement. Thank you to being here. Again, please keep your eye out for this information as we look forward to benefiting our communities and really making an impact, a concerted effort across the board. So again, I'll finish by thanking our gracious hosts and thanking all of you for attending this bowling tournament, and I hope to see you all at the convention in the fall. So thank you. All right, so before you can get rid of me completely, I do have one more announcement. We will be doing a Pass the Hat collection. This will be directly benefiting the International Orthodox Christian Charities for the use and distribution to those who need it in Ukraine. So you'll see a basket will be passed around to each of the tables. Please be, again, kind and generous with your donations. If you do not have cash on you and you wish to use an electronic form of payment, checks will do. In addition, our Vice President, Steven Sudik, was kind enough to lend his Venmo. For those of you that were familiar with the past convention, Rachel Pribish took collections via Venmo as well. And so if you have your phones on you, if you'd like to contribute this way, to find him on Venmo, it's at Stephen-Sudik, so STEPHEN-SUDIK. He will be receiving Venmo contributions towards the Pass the Hat should you not have cash or check available. So, thank you.